Hello, everybody. How's it going out there, eh? Hello. You can't see it, but I'm like flaring my nostrils really big and my eyes are bugging out like crazy because I'm just so excited to be here to game on this Tuesday night. Hello. Hey, Kochi. Hey, Toucans. No, hey, everybody. I'm boggling like crazy over here. Hey, I'm boggling over here. Yeah, welcome, everybody. We're back on a gaming schedule. That's the big announcement this time. That is the big share. Is that we're back on schedule. I had my time of unproductivity. I'm back. It happens all the time. I go through a month or two of wanting to be super productive, and then a month of not wanting to do anything except work. So we're back. We're gaming. It's an exciting time. It's a Tuesday night. It is, let me check. Okay, it's 82 degrees right now. It's so we're back. It's hot, but it's cooling down, but it feels cold in relation to how it felt earlier today, so it's kind of a wash in my brain, but that's okay. We're here. This game tonight is something special because it's been on my short list for a while to play, because there's 2 fan translations for it, so it's gotta be good, but this is marvelous. Another treasure island. Well, I don't want to say the story, but it's developed. This is a Nintendo first-party developed Super Nintendo game, Super Famicom game, I guess. We never got a translation of it. It's one of the last games that came out on the Super Famicom. Mostly, it seems like because they just moved on. They just went on to work on the 64 instead of translating it over here. But it's developed by Aonuma, or he was the director on it. Nintendo R&D 2, the same people who made all the Donkey Kongs, and Super Mario Advance, even more impressive. They made Super Mario Advance and Super Mario Advance 2. But yeah, no, I actually did learn a little bit about this game, because the game is it's one of those games where you look at it and go, wow, this so much was informed by this that came after it. So I've been excited to play it for a while. I know very little about it, but it's gonna be the gameplay will kind of explain itself, I think, but this is the game Aonuma developed right before he worked on Ocarina of Time, so they took a lot of the design philosophies from this, basically, and ported them forward. But yeah, anyway, I'm back. What have I been up to? Mostly just I spent the weekend playing Dark and Darker, as we all saw, but now I'm soured on it. I'm not soured on it, I'm just sick of playing it. I've been surviving, yeah. No, I've been playing Planescape Torment on my phone, which is something I bought 6 or 7 years ago and never bothered working towards, and it's been fun to play it in bite-sized chunks on the bus. It's very weird to play that game, because I've not gotten very far in it before, maybe 10 hours or so, and you can definitely see where Disco Elysium took all the inspiration from, because it's the most obvious inspiration. I think they even cited it as one. But yeah, the old PC, the classic PC, it's not Gold Box, isometric RPG Planescape Torment. It's been fun. It's fun on mobile. I can't sitting down and playing it on my computer was torture. I remember. I bet I could do it now if I was streaming it, but it's just such a you read so much in that game. And so it's perfect for the bus, because I can play it for 30 minutes at a time and it keeps me awake. But yeah, back to Marvelous. That's neither here nor there. We're on RPGs right now, and my changer is malfunctioning now. I need to reinstall stuff. So for now, I'll turn off the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 music that I did not intend to use. It's just the first thing I clicked on. So it worked out perfectly with the game name and everything. Long ago, the seas were ruled by greedy pirates. Most famous of these are the legendary Captain Maverick. It's just like One Piece. His treasure, known as Marvelous, is said to be guarded by unsolvable puzzles and bizarre creatures. Those who go searching for it are never seen again. That's 3 periods, buddy. That's a whole ass ellipses right there. I like this present day as if like that happened in the past. It read like it didn't. A youth summer camp is being held on a remote island. Meanwhile, band of pirates has just arrived on the island to search for. This is so exciting, marvelous. What's gonna come next? No, this game actually seems remarkably similar to Survival Kid games, which I played very early on in the streaming career. I think Survival Kids 1 I finished somehow and could not finish 2. That was too much for my little brain to wrap around. This game's gonna look a lot like Link to the Past, just so you know. Be prepared for that. Hey, Mr. Piggy Bass, hello. Welcome to the Marvelous stream. I love your new emotes. I'm so happy you have them now. They're very cute. Especially, oh man. Pigged off and Mud is great too. Ooh. I'm glad you came, Winky. Today is your 16th birthday. I can hardly believe how much you've grown. Time passes by so quickly. Ook. Listen up, Winky. For generations, the monkey that's island guarded a secret. No, that's like half the reason I did it too. I was like, I want the emotes that I want to use. Especially my first round of them. Great responsibility should be passed on to you. Like, my original emotes before I got like uniform ones. Hey Kuiper, I think you received the 3 keys from the Elder. Okay. That one is like, yeah, it's so important. Have you seen the ancient ship on this island?
This is what I have in mind. The problem is the size of the rat. They are big and strong.
That is so loud.
What if I made them smaller? Like a quarter of their size.
Codward, thank you so much for the 11 months. You even got the good alert. That ship and these keys have a strong connection. Yeah, this is definitely like a fan game for Link to the Past, basically. I'm very excited. These keys unlock the secret of the island, but like a sanctioned one. So more than that, they have the power to change the lives of those who hold them. Must find humans are worthy of the keys. Yes, Pluck. Are you here, Pluck? Pluck is a bird. Pluck, I did not bring enough water to this stream. I might have to go grab some in, like, for just a second. Pluck will aid you in your task. The next time I get like a mini break in the game, I'll run downstairs and grab another bottle of water. It'll take like 2 minutes. You two must work together to protect the keys. Yeah, no, I got in my head about streaming though, because I was just like, man, nothing's exciting me. No games. I don't want to start anything new, and I was like, well, why not? Start something new. Who cares? Especially if it sounds fun to play. I forgot that, you know, it's about the games at the end of the day. It's about games and gaming. Bad news, Elder. Ookie. Sorry, I missed a line. Humans have come to capture us. I do want to play Popolopocris. That was the other game literally in contention, Kuiper Frog. I'm not even joking. I was looking at romhacking.net the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I want to play Marvelous. I had it bookmarked, and then I was like, oh, I do want to play Popolopocris too. That's like on my list. They come for the keys. Winky, Pluck, I'm counting on you. I think the Sneakers composer did some music for Popolopocris. Let me look. Papa LaCroix. I'm saying that wrong. I am saying that completely wrong. It's Papa LaCroix. I actually like looked at it and pronounced it right. Piro P. Piro Ro Ro. Ro-Ru. What are you doing? You need to get out of here too. What a dunce. Oh my god, it's like even like the Zelda like jingle, I love it. Fishing team, head to the lake, be careful. Next is Pyro Team. First we have the ever energetic Dion. That's Dion. You look raring to go. Next is Max, the portly fellow. Well, that's just kind of rude. He's pretty happy about it, I guess. Ah, shocking. And lastly, Jack the Beanstalk. Attaboy. Well, that's everyone. So you have Eddie, Ed, and Double D. I'll pick the team leader. Is it okay if I make Dion the leader for now? As the leader, you get to wear this. So the team is actually the file name. You didn't pick up on that. Little Easter egg. You can change the leader with R. So decide amongst yourselves who should lead. It's portly fellow. Yeah, you know, it's so funny because I was a very I'm not like ashamed at all. I don't mind talking about it, but I was definitely like an overweight child, like a very overweight child. And watching the movie Heavyweights was like one of my favorite movies as a kid, like the Disney movie Heavyweights. And if you're not familiar with that movie, I think you've done in the journal. If you forget and get into the mess, don't say I didn't get into a mess. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, the movie Heavyweights is about a fat camp where they all have fun, and it's like a funny movie. It's got Ben Stiller in it, and God, who's the other guy in it? Like Jeremy Ritter. Like I loved it, but then I watched it as an adult, and I'm like, this is just like really mean. Like what? I'm like I loved it as a kid, but like I was like, man, I'm internal. Like there's a lot of like good stuff in it. But there's also just like stuff that's just like really spiteful to these poor children, and I'm just like, I wonder how much of this I just like internalized watching this. Anyway, no more bummer stream. Sorry everybody. That before viewing your ditties, but it's just like I was like shocked because I was like, I love Heavyweights, I gotta watch this, and just like, oh no. You need to find 6 pieces of firewood and take them to Dorothy in tent number 3 so she can make lunch. Also, Paul Feig, the director of Ghostbusters 3, is in that movie. He's an actor. Anyway, lots of pretty rocks on this island. They're called Luck Rocks, and I like them a lot. Well, that's all I have to say. If you like, you can press A on the panel for details. That tickles. Oh, you can poke her in the nose. Get out of there. Oh! Oh, that was terrifying. Cracked her neck. There are important instructions on that paper. Get closer and give it a look. If you want to leave the screen, press B or select exit and press A, and then the camping can really begin. So, this game wears a lot of hats, which is clever because you shift the hat between your members to see who's in the lead. But so this game is both a first-person it's both like a visual novel-esque like interview game, like Portopia Murders kind of roughly a little bit, and then it's also like a Lost Vikings game, and then it's also like a Link to the Past. There's also very little fighting apparently, so I'm excited for that. That won't work. Item. Yeah. Camp time. If you find anything, let me know. Control explanation is written on the paper. If you want to learn about a button, press A. Okay, what is... The X button opens the menu just like this, like the start button. Change your equipped items from the menu. Learning the controls. This is a great little interface for control learning, I love it. R button changes the leader. Okay? This is your HP and currently equipped items. The game's also fairly short, which is why I didn't know that. I was putting it off for a while because I thought it was going to be very long, but it's only like 15 hours or so. So the B button allows use of the item you've equipped to the menu. Button blows your whistle. It brings your team together if they're in the area. Start button opens the menu. What does select do? It's the last important piece. For saving in your journal. Play blowing a whistle. That's how. Jack creeps me out. Like, he's supposed to be wearing glasses, but it just makes him look like he has bug eyes. I found a stick. On firewood. So Kuiper, maybe you know this. This is the same engine, right? As Link to the Past. It like has to be. I feel like I'm playing like a palette swap, like a fan game made in click and play, like a really well made one. This is the girls' tent. Use R to pick one boy. Find all the firewood yet? I, Dorothy of Girl Power Team, have offered to make food for you peons, but I can't do it if you won't bring me firewood. If you're the leader, then do something about it. I got firewood. I don't have items. Because I need to find all of them, so maybe there's probably multiple firewoods. Yeah, because I only have one. The team is in charge of firewood. Let's see, you need 6 pieces. Okay. You got a tomato. I heard you're collecting the firewood. Thanks for your hard work. So yeah, welcome to camp. Welcome to Camp Marvelous. Oh, Luck Rock. Makes 2 total. Wait, Toddboard, what is that? What is that emote? I love. Oh, okay, that's right. That's I was like, it looks so familiar. Got distracted. Found the fishing team. Finding firewood. Our leader is a fishing freak, but he's never caught a fish before. He only pulled up junk. If I remember what I read, I think, was it an idle animation? I think it is on this screen. This is really cool. I love this inspection screen. Anyway, I think Jack really likes fishing, is like his thing, so maybe be careful. Press A and move to the check, and then press A to check it. Have you ever looked underwater? It's amazing. Since we've come all this way to camp, we've got to have fun. I'm glad I secretly brought these swimming goggles. I'm the only one who can enjoy this truly amazing experience. I'm gonna go diving again now. It's great. Oh, he lost his goggles. I just realized. I guess I'll just watch them fish. Maybe he wants me to find his goggles, so I won't cry about it. If I find them again, I'll let you guys borrow them. My goggles! There wasn't very much firewood down here. Like just a clothesline. Third tent? Are you using item? Some items are used from the item menu. Other items are equipped from the menu and used with B. Did you know that? Find out lots of things by using that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Like written on the blackboard? Stumped? There's a lot of like teaching you how to play this game properly in this, which is very good. Actions are B button. Stumped, see a question mark, use A. I don't want to point at each line to read them. You think I get it? Hey Snake Man. Aw, I like your peek emote. Let's use teamwork. It's too big a job for one person. Gather your team around and use teamwork. This is specifically, I think, when interacting with objects. Wooden box here with an open lid. What's it for? You put items in this wooden box, but you can't put them in from that far away. Get a little closer. Ah, okay. Maybe there's an item in the box for me. I call it the item poof box. Yeah, I'll say it's an item poof box. Happens next is a surprise. It's not like the item will disappear or anything. Oh, a little laggy. Okay, I truly do need to go get water. I'll be like right back. I can't remember if I have a BRB on here or not. I think I do, yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I brought up a bottle of water that's completely empty. I don't know why I did that. You can just enjoy these nice ocean sounds. Okay, hello. Sorry, I am back. I hope the ocean noises weren't too annoying. I hope the ambient camp sounds to chill and study too. Thank you. Let's dive back into One Piece. Hey, Pilk. Made you thirsty? I honestly, it was so like fucking hot in here, even with the fan on. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to survive without a big bottle of water. There's shoes. I think I need the goggles to dive for those. There's shoes under the water. They still look pretty new. What a waste. We should help ourselves to them. You don't go underwater, you can't reach the shoes, but it looks like the water will hurt your eyes. The little tilde is so funny. There are lots of fish swimming. That's funny. No, you can link me to it. That's fine. Like you can link. You can state it's me. Blub. You weren't thinking of catching me, are you? I'd like to see you try it. After I grab a hold of your bait, you best be warned. If you try to pull too fast, I'll get away. I love that I can talk to the fish. The fishing is also included in this, friends. It's part of the game. So hello. There's many parts of this, actually. These guys are guarding the firewood. Ah, crap, what should I do? I'm supposed to be in charge of fishing, but goalkeeper Jim took our hook and wouldn't give it back. He's even supposed to be helping us. If we can't get some fish, Dorothy's gonna hate us. I'm pretty weak against forceful women. What was I saying? Gonna say the same thing? Probably have to help them eat the wood. I don't want to talk to him again. Yeah, they all look like someone's like fan forum sprites. Like it's like a picture that someone made for like New Year's or Christmas or something of everyone in like the Link to the Past like custom sprite fan forum. It's all just like themselves. Miss Gina told us to get some fish from the lake. What do we do? Tried to get the hook back from Jim, but he challenged me to a PK shootout. When I lost, he threw my shoes in the lake. Threw his shoes in the lake. It's a very funny sentence. How do I get that? You found a luck rock. Get closer and take it. Okay. Ah! It's gone? Oh, no. Oh, it just, like, sunk. Can I, like, jump over this? Give a special ability? Guess not. Hey, Rachel. Doesn't it, though? He looks so goddamn the same. You ask all three of them if they want ice cream, they all say yes. Collecting the rainwater? Great timing. We were putting water in this pot, but we put in too much and now we can't move it. We need your help. Okay. Good answer. Alright, all three of you need to gather around and take our spots. Once you're in position, press A or teamwork on the side menu. Okay, everyone, get back. Let's see it. Oh, they're making me... This is so accurate. I love how accurate this is to camp. They're like, oh, by the way, do our job. If you work together, you should be able to lift it. Okay, so I think they said to position themselves equally around the pot, right? I think I need to switch here. And I probably have to just like use teamwork, I'm assuming. Solve it. That's probably what the teamwork button is. Okay, let's combine our power. Oh, that's great. You lifted the pot. Half the water splashed out. Thanks, we were in hot water. Now we can lift the pot ourselves. Beginning of Matt? Yeah, for real though. So there is 2 Satellaview spin-offs of this too. They're basically like custom, like new levels that they added. So if this game ends up being amazing, you know, there's always DLC for it. That I believe has been translated now. Still gotta get that hook back. Wait, does that mean the 3 guys who were fishing? Oh, the 3 guys who are fishing are not the people who are supposed to be fishing. I need to go get the hook back from them. I see. Oh, he took his shoes and threw them in the lake. Can't get over that. It's just so rude. It's such a very specific like thing to do to somebody. I need to talk to this asshole. Making any loud noises to scare the fish off. Well, bite. The big one. It's too big for me to pull in alone. Someone help me reel it in. Guess that's me. Oh, I gotta get someone stronger. Pull on 1, 2, 3. On 3, press the A button. Time it carefully. More garbage. Oh, it's the goggles, dope. Oh, now I can get the boots back, or the shoes back. Use with B to see underwater. It's just another piece of junk. I thought it was gonna be my big one. Use the goggles, open the menu, and start and equip them. Got it. Great. This is a lot going on, but it seems very simple. I love Max's icon. Holy shit! Look how like sly he is. It's the big one. Oh, I thought he wanted help. All right. He got stuck. There's a rat! The mouse must have gone in through here. Mouse sighting, which means it seems to be a path for mice. Probably means I need to get like some sort of like way to cheese to bait him out, I'm assuming. Oh, I need to get back those shoes now. Let's try them out. Oh, maybe I have to dry them out first before I give them back to him? That's so wild. Yeah, I'll have to find a cheese block. So I wonder if I can actually like get one of the fish out of the water this way. I don't think you can. Yeah, no, I don't think it's possible. I thought you were the one who lost your shoes. Okay. They should try out. Don't catch a cold now. I think these make me run, maybe. Let's see. I'm not really sure how you take items. I ended up with both of them. I want to give them to someone else, but I can't. Oh, I can kick now. Can I kick this over? That's great. That's where the water folks were. Can I kick this? Nope. I gotta move this boulder. Got a skull on it. I think we could lift it if we work together. If we lift from both sides of the boulder, maybe we can move it. Is there a path around this? If I can get someone to the other side, I'm assuming that's what it wants, but... I wonder why I can't... I can't equip other people with that. Interesting. Oh, I guess I can just go around the lake here, huh? That's probably what it wants me to do. I want to look at the fish. I thought I could get out of the water here. I guess not. Oh, it's only here. I'm a fool. Ah, jeez. Maybe they'll follow me to the next screen. I guess they can lift from the other side, though. At the very least. This will be fine. Makes 4 logs total. The do not enter sign. It says danger, pitfall ahead. That's straightforward. Ah, jeez. Hope they're not stuck in the water. Okay, good. Awful. Maybe I gotta kick that guy who's fishing into the water and take the hook from him. Am I just gonna like bully him? I think that's the play. Anytime you switch, they all sit down. Oh. Yeah, I think, Guess not. Guess that's not the guy? I just assume... I think bullying is the key to every problem in this game, yeah. The food is very... I'll sing my true feelings. Oh no. So hungry feet. Don't just stand there. It's good music. Interesting. I didn't go through here. Need one more firewoods. Yeah, these are the guys. Oh dang, that is a dorky hat. You suck up to the teacher for it? Camping is so stupid, I can't stand it. I like this. I like to cut in this guy's gym. I have to be in charge of fishing. That teach makes me so mad. Is there anyone who's on my level? Do I have to just like kick him? People should respond to you kicking them. Do something about Jim, won't you? We were doing a PK match, but the teacher embarrassed him. That made him super PO'd. I don't know what he'll do to us. Soccer ball. Who would play soccer all the way out here? Only got some soccer shoes. With soccer shoes, you can kick this ball like a champ. I do have soccer shoes. Oh, do I have to kick the soccer ball at his head? Want to know a secret? Come closer and I'll tell you. Keep this secret from Jim. Come over here. Do the PK shootout. Want to challenge Jim? The rules are simple. Kick the ball into the 10 over there. If you can do it, we'll give you a prize. How about it? What is the PK shootout? Look carefully at Jim's movement and hit B to kick it in. This is a very good, like, game advisor. Like, tutorial. Look carefully at Jim's movement. Oh, shit. The weak shot wasn't even close. You have to, like, bait him out. This is it. Oh, shit. I have to do it like immediately. Okay, that was easy. Just need 3 of them to beat him. Nice shot, man. About that thing I promised you. You can get it from Jim, but don't tell him I promised you anything. There's no telling what he'll do to me later. I play a game, it seems Jim is cooking up a new game. I don't like Jim. Hey, I liked him before, but I don't like him now. You're the first ever to beat my Iron Guard. You want a prize? The man doesn't go back on his word. This is all I have, but alright, I'll give it to that lanky fiend. Yeah, take it. Because he loves to fish. It's not like I really lost to you. There were circumstances. Just take it and get out of here. Maybe Max can only equip the boots and the goggles. It has a feather for bait, but you can't use a hook by itself. Come and play again. I'll treat you right. Hey, you guys, get in the tent. I don't. All right. The ultimate kid squad, honestly. I think that's the last firewood too. Our fishing hook back from Jim. You can choose fishing hook from the item panel. Use it with the A button. Find that with this rod. Alright, a fishing rod. You can have it. Flip it and press B to use it. Are you guys on fishing duty? I've never fished before in my life, but could you get some fish for us? Press start and equip the fishing rod, then press B to use it. Pretty simple. Why is it going sideways but not all the way down? Maybe it's because I'm oh yeah. I'm trying to fish from a ladder, probably. Maybe I have to tug just a little bit back. Oh yeah. It's so fast-paced, though. I think I need to wait for it to properly bite. It's weird, so it's B to let go and maybe it's A to pull in. I'll figure it out. Oh, there must be a hidden, like, stress gauge, too, because I'm getting pretty far with this, just by, like, letting some line out. Oh, yeah. No, that made perfect sense. That's a pretty intuitive fishing system. Take that. Alright. It doesn't show you, like, the line strength, but that's my assumption. Like, I can't always be reeling in or it'll pull away. So, like, you have to let out a little bit of line at a time. They probably need 3? Yeah, but it definitely feels like you're, like, pulling against, like, a tense line. This is just left and right. But it does have the feeling like it's, like, for some reason when I'm pulling back on it, that it's very difficult to pull on the line. Like, I don't know, it's great. Suspicious. Look, how can we lift such a large object? I think by doing this. Jesus, that's so dangerous. My firewood. She stole my last firewood. You guys are so slow. Did you finally get enough firewood? Okay, including mine, we have 6. You guys aren't completely useless after all. I'm so busy. Go see the wrong way. There's something under the board. Whoa, there's a cool mine. Eek, eek, shriek. Oh, it's that guy. It's the monkey. Go to the tree's shadow. They're coming. The bad men are coming. They go inside. Go to the tree's shadow? Does it mean like lower? I should figure out what I need to do here. Oh, I gotta fish this, definitely. Yeah. That's fun. I guess you could probably fish up the one out of the river too, and maybe the shoes? Maybe you don't have to dive for them? That'd be pretty cool if you could just fish them up by, like, using the hook. Fish up another boot. Using those soccer shoes? The shoes are pretty good to try kicking lots of stuff like them. Okay. Oh, I don't have, like, any of my teammates. Good. They back here? Where are they? Oh, where's this? Why is there a door here? Where'd I dump my teammates? I don't even remember. Was that at the beach, maybe, when I accidentally hit the fishing? Or maybe it was when I think it was when I went and grabbed the rock, actually. Yeah. Go to the tree's shadow. Still have to move that. Just have to figure out the right sequence of buttons. Game's very peaceful. Love those soccer shoes. This game's already like amazing to me that has a kick. Like anything, every game is better with a kick animation. Oh, it's these guys. I already got bored of soccer. Now I'm running Jim's Don't Be Unlucky game. One play costs 1 luck rock. To play, just choose one of the 3 boxes. You just find one that's filled with luck rocks. Want to play? Yeah, let's do it. What box do you want to open? I got my 1 back. Love this bank that they have. So you can only get so many luck rocks out of it. Which box do you want to open? Oh yeah, buddy. Man doesn't go back on his word. You take your 6, but don't just split after winning. Give me a chance to win it back. Yeah, okay. Booyah, that was jackpot. Bankrupt his ass. Oh. Man doesn't go back on his word. Here, take your tube. Don't just split after winning. What else you got? I think it's on this one. Fuck. Oh well. Just completely. I think it's still this one. Fuck. I think it is this one still. Works for me. You know what's wild is it's actually this one still. Take it. Like he calls me pathetic. It's actually still this one. This game is actually a very bad game for the house. This game has amazing odds for the person doing the gambling. It's like a 66% chance that you'll at least break even. That's nuts. That means that statistically I can just pick this same box over and over again, and I will get all of his money. So that's what I'm gonna do. But this time it is actually in the middle, though. Actually, the middle chest. See, told you. He only has 8 left. I'm gonna take all of them. It is back though, over on the right now. I can't tell if that counts as predicting it accurately or not. It's predicting not a loss. It is gonna be the one on the right though. It has been the one on the right for a while, so. This is why you shouldn't let kids design gambling games. They'll make them too fair. Let's go for the left chest for the first time ever. It was still the right. I should have stayed on the right. Yeah, there we go. There's only 6 more for me to get it. 6 or 7-ish more for me to get. Depending on how well I do here. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I only need to get a 3 on the next one. I wonder if I can get too many, like if I can get more than he has in the bank. I don't even know what I use these for yet, but I'm fucking rich. It's in the center. That's the first time I've whiffed in like 10 or 11 guesses though, and that's not even like because I'm good at this, because the odds are just so good. Like, it's nuts. It's gonna be the hardest ones to get in the last 4 or 5. Fuck. Dang, boy, you were completely dumb. Gotta be this one. Back at square one again. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Hey Raiders, welcome. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lobat. Hello Raiders of Holly. And heck, maybe. How we doing? Let me get that shout out.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Thank you, 60K, 68K hard. Welcome. I'm Piro. Yeah, we got Piggy Mouse here. I'm playing Marvelous Another Treasure Island. I stream retro mostly, but I kind of been playing everything. So yeah, hey Holly, hey Neo, what were you all playing tonight? Hey Emily. Why isn't the stream repeated like 16 times and scrolling diagonally? That they seem a little normal. You need to fix your OBS. I'm so sorry. Also, hello Moon. Yeah, I'm playing. This is Marvelous Another Treasure Island, a Super Nintendo game that never came out here. That was one of the last games they made for the Super Famicom. And there's 2 fan translations, including a new one. Hey, Terathiel. There's a little diagonal scrolling. Yeah, the cheese scrolls diagonally in the background. I'm just split after winning. Anyway, I'm trying to take this kid for all he's worth because he designed a broken gambling system. No, there's some scrolling. No, I do have some scrolling. There's a touch of it. It's a little avant-garde. Yeah, it's sort of like, you know, it's like a deconstruction of a stream, but what was Holly playing tonight? What was the video game on deck? I only need to take 2 more luck rocks away from this 12-year-old. Yeah, this is Marvelous. Oh, Pikmin 2, that's right. Pikmin has been going on. It was hard to tell with the scrolling. Well, you know, Pikmin kind of just does that sometimes. Outputs really strangely. Yeah, but thank you so much for the raid. This game is more than this, I swear. I'm just trying to get all the money. Ah, I see. You're only gonna get that vanilla flavored video game experience here. It's French vanilla. Yes! He's bankrupt. Alright, we're good. Amanda's gonna go back on his word. You take your 3 gold. Your 3 luck rocks. Don't just split after winning. You can't win it back. You have no money. I have 0 luck rocks left. Dang it. My store is ruined. Get out of here. He's so pissed off. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's why I said you should stop. I guess we'll have to look for more luck rocks. Yeah, I got to talk to the fish to find out how to catch it. That was great. As the firefly glowed in days gone by, there was snow on the windowsill. Thank you for your continued business through it all. Those the luck rocks we worked so hard to get. I took all of their quarters, and I'm gonna go spend them on Jawbreakers. Yeah, no, this is Marvelous Another Treasure Island. This is a Nintendo first-party game that we just didn't get. That's a little bit of Link's Away, or Link to the Past, a little bit of Portopia Murders. And a little bit of Lost Vikings. What do I do with all these luck rocks? I need to go to the giant tree, according to the monkey. It's shocking how much this is like a love letter to Link to the Past. Like very. Kuiper Frog mentioned it earlier, but Enuma, the director of this, really loved Link to the Past and wanted to make his own. So the palette's the same, the text documents are the same. Or the text documents, the font. What are text documents? Nothing. It's nothing. Wait, the monkey told me I should go find the shade of the giant tree. Because there's pirates on the way. Go to the tree's shadow. They're coming. The bad men are coming. I think I do need to get... I need to move this boulder, I think. I'm gonna leave them here. Move the very fast one. So let me see if I can go all the way around. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna check. But a lot of this game is, is just like puzzle solving. It's very fun. It's, you know, someone compared it to Goof Troop, I think, when I was reading about it originally, and that feels right. Oh, there's a do not enter sign. So that's why I can't get in. Oh, I can go against the current. I wonder if like swimming up into that will work. Yeah, isn't it great? The little pop-up adventure box, adventure game box. Reminds me a lot of I played Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom last year, and that game was really good. The game was like so much better than I expected it to be. It's funny it stinks actually that it was branded as like a weird game for a long time. And it's a parody, like it's a parody of adventure games. It makes like perfect sense. It's very fun, it's very short too, and for the most part pretty beatable without a guide. I think I only used the guide like once or twice. And the NES version is like the definitive version to play of it instead of like I think the MSX version. Because the MSX has like weird like vector graphics, like very minimalist graphics that look cool in their own right, but the NES work is like much better. Gather your team around and use teamwork. I know that. I don't know what this giant tree is. Maybe I do just need to join everybody here at their little party. Team with me. I'm so hungry. Feed me one more time. They done cooking? You guys are in the way of my special lunch preparations. Here, boys, why don't you explore the island a little? At least get out of here. Alright, so she's like specifically saying go explore. Leave me alone. We need to move that stone, but let me see if I can figure out how to get through that sign. Maybe I can move the pitfall sign if I'm like a group of 3. It definitely seems safe, right? Really great thing to teach children is move the danger of falling sign out of the way and then jump down the hole. Baby Jessica, yourself. Can't teamwork over it, huh? Like, I'm thinking maybe a joke about Baby Jessica could just be watching. Didn't they do a documentary about her? I feel like they did a documentary about her like as an adult. Like, and she's just kind of like a waitress now, but everyone still knows her as like Baby Jessica. Is there anything back here? No. She could be watching. Hope Baby Jessica is reading this. Hope she knows everybody wanted to know if she was okay. Hope she knows America loves her. And America runs on Duncan. This is me sponsoring a tweet, doing a sponsored tweet. Do you have anything else to say to me, or is he still just pissed off? What do you want? I'm out of luck rocks. You guys, you robbed me blind. Here's your lucky streak. What do you do with all those luck rocks? Were you supposed to be collecting firewood? Baby Jessica, this one goes out to you, babe. Hope you're alright. Just spins up payphone by Maroon 5. I thought maybe I could like shoot it over that. No. Yeah, you're talking about specifically that's Baby Herman. You're talking about Piggy Mouse from the hit movie Roger Rabbit. We don't talk about Baby Herman. Yeah, I understand I need to find the big tree, but where and how and why? Okay, so I gotta move it from both sides. But I don't really have like any relevant gear. There's something, maybe there's something I can kick. I haven't kicked anything relevant yet. It's mostly been, mostly just been him hurting his foot, so... No, I don't think that's quite what they wanted. Just like a single fence, though. It did say kick all kinds of things, but I don't think this is... Definitely missing something here. Oh. Does this open? I wonder if I can examine, what's this? How strange, what is it? Boulder's on this side of the river, but I feel like I have to activate that switch before it'll let me. Go into the shade of the big tree. Maybe it means the tall tree across the river? Wants me to stand in the shade underneath it? It's just a normal one of these trees, though. All his luck rocks and I break the game, but I distracted myself for too long. I wonder if there's something back at camp that I missed. Yeah, I never really talked to the teacher again. Where is the teacher? Oh, right, the mouse! The mouse, I hate mice. Making you do something. Maybe I need to kick it. Mouse must have gone in through here, which means find the hole in the tent where mice can come in and make it so they'll never think about coming in here again. Be pleased, Team Hero. Gotta keep the mouse out. I don't really know what I could do to, like, mouse-proof this. What is Dorothy planning on making? I gotta kick it. I probably have to kick the logs over. No? That's right. Good. I really like that sprite. That's really cute. I need something else for... I need something else to keep the mouse out. Okay, would be using his goggles? I'll let Max use my goggles. Okay, yeah, I can't move them between them, alright. Maybe I'll need to put a tomato in there? Bill should give me a tomato to stop up. You guys explore the island. Feel full just looking at them. How'd they get them all? You just want me to explore so much. What else is there to explore? I'm probably missing like a tiny little path that's like not that small once I see it, but I'm just definitely like overlooking. That's what it always is. Teamwork him? It's not. It's the water room for the 10th time. This is where the boulder is. I feel like I gotta do something with that do not enter sign. Maybe I can interact with it now that I interact with the mouse? Maybe another fish? Freshly caught fish. Don't worry about me, I can get back to the lake on my own. All he's gonna say? Alright, bye. You can glean something else from it? This is the conundrum. How am I stuck on the first puzzle? Or is it even a puzzle that I'm stuck on? More so the next path I'm supposed to be going on. Maybe I can go in here and like dive? Have to bring him around here. Oh, it's so hot in this room. Oh my gosh. 88. Oh. I'm assuming I can't get over this like pitfall, so. Conservatively, though, what? I still haven't found a use for the kick. Just looking at every exit. Shade of what giant tree? I don't know. Yeah. Am I missing an exit in here? I feel like I already checked this though. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what path I'm missing. I'm just not seeing here. That one. Seems normal. Right, the mouse. Oh, you know, I just figured out what we need to do. Oh my fucking god. Oh, what a reward. Oh my god, I don't know if that could have been better. Dang it, I'm trapped. Don't lay a finger on me. I love him. Oh. What a piece of art. What about this? Can I inspect his snout? Can I inspect his nose? Don't pull there. Yes, you can expect. Move it. You what? You can pull on his nose? You're torturing him? You're just bullying him. Yank on it so fast it doesn't hurt. That tickles, stop it. You can only inspect so many different parts on him. Tail? My glorious tail. I don't care if you touch it. Great. I love him. Mess with his nose some more. Let's have a closer look. Oh. Oh no, this is so sad. It made his nose red. I'll never prank anyone ever again. I am losing it. I can't believe... I'm so sad. I couldn't just ask him to leave nicely. It seems the mouse won't bother me anymore. I'm very impressed with you boys. As a token of my thanks, I'll give you my scarf. Keep it secret from the other teams, okay? When you're feeling overwhelmed, look at this and remember. Ew! Alright. We'll just assume she's like... Never mind, we're not gonna think about it. Keep her secret, okay? I think it's awfully nice to help people in trouble. If you see more people in trouble, be sure to help them out too, okay? Of course, we help everyone out. Okay, so what do I use the scarf for? I can use the scarf, presumably for going through the gap. I don't actually know what I use this for. Maybe I take it back to this guy. I can't believe I just tortured a mouse, like a cute, like 3D rendered mouse. Like, yeah, I tortured the CD, like the mouse from like a. I tortured the mouse from like through the mind's eye. Can I make him jealous and show him the scarf? Must be something back at the campsite. I think it is. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. This game is very good and very cute, but... Really, I'm so happy. Send him in with the scarf. Nobody wants to see the scarf. Who even freaking cares? Alright, let's see what we can drum up here. Still not quite sure what the next direction is. Maybe... I don't know what the scarf will get me. I don't think it'll do anything with this, but... Yeah, that would make no sense, so... Maybe... What else is there? There's the boulder, and there's the, like, gate, right? I don't think it'll work on the boulder. I don't see how this would work on here. Oh, sorry, I need to sit up. Yawning too much. man, I did explore the island. What else is there to see? Still haven't figured out what I need to kick. Yeah, I feel like the mouse torturing game was like one of those like Elsa Dentist flash games or whatever. Oh, this shade of tree, fucking A. That's what he meant? Oh, there's Jinkies, there's pirates. I was quoting a movie for that, sorry. Follow me. Okay. Oh, it don't work. The large post. I wonder if might fall in if you pull it from above. Thought maybe Max would be really good at that. I guess not. Fine. Oh, it looks like a map of the island. Oh, dope. This looks exactly like the one for Survival Kids too. That's so funny. Bottom is the lake by our camp. The island is bigger than I thought. Oh wait, there's like multiple things on here I probably can examine. Can't actually examine any of these places. It's a ship. How did it get here? Oh yeah, it's like dry docked. The water's green. It's Final Fantasy ass ship. A lot here, sorry. I was drinking some water. First aid? Treasure chest. Be something special is inside with a big red cross sticker on it. Damn. Nintendo looking to get sued for this. I sure wouldn't want to be Nintendo about now. Yeah, has anyone been looking out for Nintendo? Are they doing okay? Are they gonna be able to make it through this fiscal year with record profits again? You gotta support these little indie studios. They're doing good? Okay. Admin, lock them in. Three of you must work together to move it, please. Let me move in this box. Bad for the monkeys. Gotta be able to move it. This is very cool. I love the new enhancements they made to Terreba to make it more palatable. Okay, there's you know. Did I say Terreba? Oh god, Sokoban. Terreba is the claw game. Anyway, I love when they introduce new mechanics to Sokoban. I am very sleepy. I'm very sweaty. Oh, that's right, they shoot that guy pointlessly. Good for them. Way to go, Nintendo. I'll give you what you were after. Chirpoo. Hey, wait. You seriously giving these keys to those kids? I believe they are all good kids. Kind of weird keys from the monkey. Colors match our clothing, strangely enough. These keys open. Use keys from item to open matching chests on the ship. Bye bye. I'm the troubleshooter. Plug. If you get stuck, blow your whistle and talk to me with A. I'll give you a hit for a price. They literally did that in Survival Kids 2. That's so wild. Like, they had an exact similar system. Love that little turning animation. Oh, I found some boots. Got jump shoes. It's the B button to jump. Oh. Look at that big jump. So I know for a fact there was one upstairs too. But I'm assuming there's one for each of them. There's a chest. Though honestly, Max has gotten so many of the tools already. Too far you to tell. Get closer. How do I get that out? I think that might be on the roof. Oh, I see. Oh, I see, okay. That's cool. 8 plus 8 minus 3. This is a tough one. Minus 3. The answer is simple. The Backstreet Boys. Can't make it over there. I still don't have one for Dion either, but he's just naturally very fast, so... That might be his big thing. He doesn't get tools, he's just very fast lad. Oh, everyone gets their own shoes. Bash shoes, Pegasus boots. Oh, naturally. They're like some on the way. I feel like the entrance cave had like one or two that I couldn't get. But I might be able to get now that I can like run into stuff. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh god, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't run all of a sudden. I misactivated it. I bet I can kick that wall. Why not? I think I will kick that wall and then call it a night. This game is really good though. I'm really enjoying this. It's a fun new little start. It reminds me a lot of Survival Kids, but it feels a bit easier to parse. I think I gotta go back under here. I have to hit the hand inside. Even the mouse torture was pretty cute. This is bird legs, ant legs, spider legs. Really, I don't know. I'm gonna save here actually so that I remember this. Because I'm not gonna remember that later. I have a feeling I'm like towards the end of this level though, the first level, but I guess we'll see. Come back to this definitely next week. This is a gimme. Are you like stretches? But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll find someone to raid. Seamless transition. But yeah, it's been a great night. Thank you everybody again who came in from Holly's stream. It was a welcome little surprise. It made me feel very good, and definitely woke me up for about 20 minutes. Now I'm like passing out. So, oh man, Swirl's gonna play Soldier of Fortune. Y'all gotta go watch Soldier of Fortune. That's a gimme. Yeah, very fun little game. I want to play more of it. I want to see the end of this. Swirl's gonna play Soldier of Fortune for PC, a game I had the pleasure of playing in middle school, because my friend had it, and I didn't realize how violent that game actually is. One of the coolest, like, old school shooters, we'll call them. Anyway, take care, y'all.